Sentimental FX update for the 13th of November, Friday the 13th. S&P chart quite sideways, consolidating in a tight range. The halfway point between the MR2 and MR1 is 3576. As you can see, we had some rejection off that halfway point. It's hard to say what's going to happen. The moving average is ascending. The signal is saying to wait. Moving averages are a little bit mixed. They're strong on the small time frames, strong on the daily, but weak on the H1, H4. Probably just one to watch today. It could be risk off. It all depends on the news. Don't forget technical supply here and here. And with the yen pairs, don't forget to watch the yen bubble today, because that looks like it's going to be a strong buy. And if it does, then this could fall, these pairs. So the one above is 77.32, below 75.68. Pretty sideways on the dynamic. They are going along just a little bit here. AU, large stop loss cluster up here, 72.52, so 20 pips away. 72.15, they're going along, but very gradually. There. So at that point they start to go long. I'll put round about this supply here. Yes, this one's quite an interesting one. This is a large movement. This is the largest movement with the pound yen. So at that point they sold. They started to sell here. So up it come. MS1 is 163.04, and there's your monthly pivot. So that's your technical bias anyway. So yeah, so it's dynamically a buy because they sold it so much. EU sideways on MR1, 118.01. So we're just 2 pips above that resistance support. One above is 118.51, one below is 117.40. We are a buy, it's sideways. The stop loss cluster is larger of the two, the one above. And we have broken this trend line here. Pound USD, it's them going long over the last 24 hours. They decided to buy here the sheep. SSC above is 131.55, 131 on the dot. So we're 22 pips away from that one. Check the technicals as well, and we are a buy, but dynamically we're quite bearish because of that action. And if they continue, we'll come down. This is that MR3 rejection. So anything above is quite overextended really on a monthly basis. So that was like a technical sell. Really, it's more technical than sentimental, because you know MR3 is quite strong. MR2 is 68.04. SSC above is 69.31. One below is 67.50. 67.96. Sorry, 67.96. And sideways here. Take the technicals. But yeah, MR3 came into play, so that's strong. You got to bear in mind that these technicals are strong. You can't really ignore the monthly resistance, especially when it overextends. Number 3. Euro yen, there's MR1, 124.08. SLC above is 124.81, so we're 100 pips away. And 123.65, we are a buy, and it's very sideways. But likewise, what I said earlier with the yen bubble, if that comes into strong buy, this can fall quite away, and this could be a signal next week. We don't know, but just keep an eye on your levels, and you should be okay. Pound yen, that's them going long. This is the largest mover. They went long here. One above is 138.08. One below is 137 on the dot. We are a sell at the high level because we crossed over the 50% mark, which you can see here. So that's actually strictly speaking a sell because we're above that level. If we break MR1 at 137.38, then that could be a good play, and you could have that as your stop loss. So have a nice tight stop loss, and you could have a nice reward potentially. Keep an eye on the yen bubble today. I think that's going to be the important one to watch. Dollar yen monthly pivot is 104.89, so just above that. I've been using that as a support. SLC above is 105.72, 104.78. We are a sell and it's sideways. Technicals are quite weak, moving averages. Dollar CAD, now you can see what happens here. It's like a mirror image. So yeah, they sold it, so it comes up. And MS1 is 131.35. There's MS2 support. So if you do use your monthly levels, they're quite good. Look at that move. It's a 182 pip move just on the technicals alone. At that point, it would have been a sell sentimentally, but as you see, they started to sell tiny little bits and making it more of a buy over time. See how we're getting lower lows, and they just like start to sell, and obviously by that action it comes up. So yeah, use your technicals and your sentimental and you should be okay. A bit tricky, but if you see it decline, then that's like a bullish indication. Dollar Swiss, likewise, see that decline, that's a bullish move. We are still at the high level, but dynamically it could be bullish, especially if they continue. That needs to come down ideally, it's very sideways. One above is 92.10, one below is 91.20. And last but not least, gold with the SLC above at 1892.28, and your monthly pivot is 1890. So that's a confluence level there. It might come up to probe that, hit the monthly pivot, and then fall. We are a sell, and it's sideways. So it was a good week this week. Really happy with the signals, and so look forward to next week. Let me know if you've got any questions. And don't forget the blog, the QuasiDB.com blog has got lots of stuff on there. So have a look there for some articles. And there's a search function at the top. So just type in your search word, and there might be the answer there. So have a look at that blog. And if you've got any more questions, just let me know. And have a good day. I'll speak to you soon.